Cool. We are live. If I just tighten that all up. Super duper. Here we go down there. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. I'm just gonna, wait a few minutes and see what happens. See if some people come in. I'm seeing a few things about eyes recently, and essentially it's about vision. Vision and how you can use your eyes, like literally with exercises for your eyes to improve your vision. And I posted this on LinkedIn actually a little while ago. Not a video of me kind of teaching people how to do the eye exercises. I mean, they're really simple. You can go on YouTube, you can find them. But if you've got postural issues, if you've got headaches and migraines, if you've got, obviously eye problems with vision, you can do exercises for your eyes which will improve your vision. Okay, I don't know how far kind of gone you can recover things from, but you can improve your vision. I've just seen a thing from Dr. Perry Nicholson on YouTube. I've got a notification from him. He's the lymph guy, really. But he talks a lot about posture and health and just, positive thinking and all these kinds of things as well. So he's looking at the mind, he's looking at lymph, he's looking at balance, vestibular system. Another great person to follow on this would be, I think it's Eric, is it Eric Berg? No, it might not be Eric Berg, it's Eric something. Z Health Performance, okay? He talks about eyes a lot. Okay, let's explain this. Let's say, look, you and I, humans, right? Okay, we are hunters. Eyes at the front of our head, not at the side, okay? I don't really care what's going on behind me, okay? I'm a hunter. My job as a hunter is to go out into the world and catch or kill something, okay, so that I can take it home for my family, okay? Whether that's a deer, a boar, a pig, or whatever, okay? That's part of my job, okay, as a human, okay? Obviously, modern times, different story, okay? We've got supermarkets and farmers and all that kind of stuff, okay? And if 8 billion people just suddenly to go out into the wild and say, hey, I'm going to start hunting, there really wouldn't be very many animals left very, very quickly, and there would be a mass population problem or mass depopulation problem. Anywho, different story. So, hunter, for let's say 4,000, 5,000 years ago, before modern farming started to grow, okay, grow lots of crops and grow lots of, look after sheep and all this kind of thing, okay, whatever it was. Eyes, okay, my eyes need to be level, okay, so if my head's like this, okay, then that's going to cause a problem with me throwing a spear, firing an arrow, or throwing a rock, or whatever kind of other weapon that I might be using in my hunting experience. Okay, so eyes need to be level. Okay, so if my muscle imbalance is over here, they're pulling my head over this way, or they're tilting my body over this way, and my head is like this, I am not going to be particularly accurate in throwing this object or using a weapon at distance for sure, okay? I might not be able to judge where an animal is in the distance to accurately hunt, okay? So eyes are really important. So what's happening in my eyes right now with my head slightly tilted over, what's happening is this eye is rotating, or in fact both eyes are slightly rotating so that they are level with the horizon. Okay, level with the horizon. So my eyes are having to work really hard to stay level with the horizon. It's going to be tiring. It's going to cause headaches. Okay, it's going to cause neck pain. It's going to cause postural issues because my body is going to move in weird and wonderful ways and kind of stick in positions to make my eyes go level. So if I get an injury to my neck, and let's say there's a mechanical injury, okay, in my neck muscles or in my throat or in my vertebrae or whatever, okay, there's a mechanical injury. These muscles are shortened, okay? My body is going to do everything in its power to level off my eyes, okay? So it's going to shift my ribs, it's going to shift my hips, it's going to do what it has to do to get my eyes level, and as well, it will rotate the eyes. Now, most people don't have that kind of problem. You don't have that kind of mechanical injury at your neck, okay, or in your ribs or in your spine or in your hips, okay. Some people do, but most people don't. Also, let's do it the other way around, okay. For some reason, you have trained your eyes to be extra strong at looking right, okay. Let's think about driving for a moment, okay. If I'm driving, sat in my car, I need my eyes level with the horizon so I can see what's going on in front of me, okay. But for the most part, okay, in terms of using mirrors, I'm going to be looking more left than I am right, okay. Looking more left than I am right. So I am subtly training my eyes to be slightly more left than right. So over time, what that might look like is it pulls my body slightly to the left, okay, which can lead to back pain, which can lead to leg length discrepancies, which could lead to knee problems. Okay, so there are physical challenges associated with having eyes that are uneven, or the muscles of our eyes being imbalanced. So it is of quite high priority to train our eyes to be good at doing their job. Okay, so what is their job? Okay, I need to see stuff that's close and I need to see stuff that's far away. Okay, so we've got, I think they're called extraocular eyes. I've kind of given up on the anatomy of stuff. It's everything for me has become more of a spiritual problem anyway. But you're living in the 3D world, so let's go with the 3D solution, shall we? Okay. You think, okay, we're going to go with a 3D logical solution here, okay? So my eyes need to be near and far, they need to go up and down, round and round, okay, and left and right. Okay, that's essentially their job. So we need to train them to do such things. So what can I do? Okay, so near and far. Okay, so I'm going to stick my thumb up, okay, arm's length. I'm going to give that as my close target. Okay, I'm going to go right, okay, close target, far target. And I'm looking across the street, there's a house across there, it's 20, 30 foot away. I can do that. Near, far, near, far, near, far. Okay, I can encourage the near a little bit more by using my thumb target and going, okay. That's also training my muscles that pull my eyes inwards. Okay, and you might have noticed that there's probably some sort of imbalance going on in my eyes when I pull them inwards. Okay, one will come in more than the other. I can't tell because I've got my eyes crossed. I'll have to watch it back to find out which one is coming in normally and which one is coming in abnormally. Okay, so something you can do, film yourself. What happens when I try and cross my eyes? Okay, if I look at my nose, okay, what's going on? Is my left eye coming in more or less than my right eye? Okay, that tells you which side you need to train. Okay, I need to train, I think it's my left eye that doesn't come in as much as my right. So how would I do that, Pete, you ask? How would I do that? How would I train my left eye to do these things? Okay, first I'm going to cover my right eye. I'll just close it because I can do that. And if you can't do that, you might want to learn how to do camera 1, camera 2. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to close or cover my right eye. I'm going to take a target, okay, and I'm going to put it right out in front of me. I'm going to train my left eye, to go left until I can't see it anymore, because basically now my nose and my hand is kind of getting in the way. I'm going to come back to the middle. I'm going to come back across over there. Okay. This is not an online meditation today. Okay, this is a lesson about vision. Okay. That's one of the easier tests. Okay. Can I cross my eyes? Okay. For all the other tests, you kind of need somebody else to look at things for you if you want to determine which eye is it and in which angles. Okay. But let's treat the eyes generally. Okay. So that you don't need the tests. Okay. So, okay, that's a very general, both eyes. Okay. If you want to train one eye at a time, cool. That's fine. Okay, so that's getting near and far, and to some degree that's getting the, man, as I said, forgotten all the names of the muscles and forgotten all the kind of special medical terminology for all this. It's just kind of off the cuff stuff here. Okay, that's going to train like these muscles in here, which pull my eye inwards. Okay, what we also need to do, up and down. Okay, so up and down. Okay, trusty thumb target again. Down, up, down, up. Okay. We can go left and right. I thought that read as Camilla joined, okay, but it's not Camilla. Okay, it's Karma. Okay, well, Karma's always here, isn't it? Right. Okay, we can go left and right. Okay, I'm gonna keep my head centralized. Okay, so I want my nose pointing forwards. Eyes go right, eyes go left, and I might want to swap so I'm getting it evenly. And I want to go until the edge of my vision. I don't want to go too far, so my arm's not kind of coming out round behind me. It's coming to the edge of my vision. I can just about see it. It's going a bit blurry, I can still kind of see it, but it's in my peripheral vision. So I've gone out too far, really. So I want to kind of come out maybe 45 to 60 degrees, and then I could come back across the middle, change to the other side. We can do that with the front as well, so up and down. So my desk is getting in the way here, but I want to keep my head centralized. I don't want my head pointing down, I don't want my head pointing up at this stage. Okay, we can use that in a minute if you like. Okay, come down, come up to the limit of my vision, come down, and it's not fast, okay, it's just nice steady movements. And you can keep doing that, okay? Again, I could give you some numbers, they're fairly arbitrary. Let's say you want to do 10 on each eye, or 10 repetitions of each of these exercises. It's fairly arbitrary. Maybe you go until your eyes start getting a little bit tired, okay? And then other things, I mean, you can do circular patterns. Okay, follow my eyes around in a circle. Okay, change direction. And this will improve your posture. This will improve, okay, let's take a step back. Okay, so your eyes are controlled by cranial nerves. Okay, cranial nerves are special nerves. They don't go directly into the spinal column. They go to your brain stem. Okay, brain stem. Okay, so you have cranial nerves. Cranial nerve 2 is the optic nerve. Okay, slightly different. We're not really worried about the optic nerve in this case. Okay, we're looking more at cranial nerves 3, 4, and 6. Okay, 3, 4, and 6, and they go into the brain stem. Okay, particularly they go into the pons and medulla. Okay, I'm trying to remember this stuff because I haven't read on this for years. Okay, but they go into the pons and medulla. Okay, and the pons and medulla, basically everything that travels through the brain stem is either a message from the brain to the body or a body to the brain. Okay, everything is bidirectional. Okay, and your brain is listening to messages from the body, and it has to come through the brainstem. It must. Okay, this is how EMDR kind of works. Okay, so we're at least in part. Okay, so if we trigger the eyes with movement, particularly controlled movement. Okay, this is why one of the reasons phones and staring at our computers all day is so fucking bad for us. Okay, because our eyes are very still. They don't really do very much when you're doing these kinds of things. It's very important that we get our eyes out into big environments like nature. It increases serotonin. Okay, so by doing eye movements, by looking at things close and far away and left and right and up and down and diagonally and round, okay, near and far, that speaks to our brainstem. Okay, because that is where these muscles are communicating to and from in our head. Okay, that helps us to release serotonin. How crazy! You can move your eyes, bam, happiness. Okay, how crazy is that? Okay, that improves serotonin levels in our body. Okay, and well, that's a good thing, right? Okay, large quantities of us are low serotonin, which leads to gut problems and obviously mood problems. So just by moving our eyes, we can improve our mood and we can improve our gut motility. Wow, bonkers. Okay, so moving your eyes fixes not only posture, okay, and how your whole spinal column communicates with your entire body. Okay, it also improves communication between your brain and gut, and that is very important. Okay, we also have something called BDNF, okay, which is largely produced in your large intestine. If your large intestine is not functioning very well, you will not be producing correct amounts of BDNF. BDNF is brain-derived neurotrophic growth factor, okay, good for brain health. Okay, so we need eye movement, we need good posture, good gut health, just from eye movement. Just from eye movement. This is crazy, right? Okay, really, really important. Okay, not only that, okay, we've got 3 nerves controlling eye movement. Okay, that's 3 nerves going into our brainstem. That's a pretty big factor. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. Okay, what other cranial nerves have we got? We've got cranial nerve 7, which is facial expression. It helps me talk, helps my eyebrows raise and cheeks move and all this kind of stuff, smiles and frowns and all these good things. We've got cranial nerve 5, which comes to my teeth. It's the trigeminal nerve. Anyone with trigeminal neuralgia will know that that is a major nerve in the face, okay? But that's coming down to teeth as well as kind of your jaw musculature and around, particularly around this portion of the face, around your cheeks, around your jaw. What else have we got? We got so 3, 4, 5 we've done. 6 is eyes as well. 7 is facial nerve. Yes. 8 is essentially it's hearing and balance. Okay, so eyes. There's a strong link between here and here. Okay, eyes and ears, eyes and balance in particularly. So it's not only hearing but also balance. An interesting link between cranial nerve 8 and 7 as cranial nerve 8, 7 and 5, okay? So this is a bit of an evolutionary throwback. It's the small, the stapes, okay? A small bone in your inner ear, which basically deals with hearing, okay? That's connected to cranial nerve 5 or 7, can't remember off the top of my head, 5 or 7. It's an evolutionary throwback to snakes, okay? So snakes had all of this, they don't really have ears, okay? So their jaw is controlled by cranial nerves 5, 7, and probably 8 as well, although 8 is more of a balance organ rather than a hearing thing. It's just been modified in mammals. So anyway, this is why TMJ issues might be linked with eyes. Okay, might be linked with eyes because of the interconnection between cranial nerves 5, 7, and 8. Okay, and then we've got 9, which swallowing, hypoglossal, I think. 10 is the vagus nerve, which comes down and speaks to all of our organs. So if our head posture is a bit wonky, okay, I'm squeezing on my vagus nerve, which is coming out my head, just behind my ear, okay, running down my neck, going down to my heart, my lungs, my liver, okay, cranial nerve 10, very important, vagus nerve, okay, if that gets chopped, you are dead, okay, game over. Cranial nerve 11, accessory nerve, okay, basically shrugging, okay, essentially shrugging, a little bit of neck musculature, and then cranial nerve 12, this guy, 12, is tongue. So, brief overview of cranial nerves and their main functions. We are talking primarily about cranial nerves 3, 4, and 6 when it comes to eyes, but they are all interconnected, and they all, except for cranial nerve 1, which is olfaction, and 2, which is the literal like retinal attachment for vision, they're all going into the brainstem. So we need to look after those because every message coming from my body travels through my brainstem, which means they are influenced by what is going on in my brainstem. So if my cranial nerves are malfunctioning for whatever reason, my eye muscle imbalances, jaw imbalances, we haven't trained our inner ear enough with stuff like forwards rolls, backwards rolls, jumping up and down and all these kinds of things, because inner ear is really important but highly trainable. You can do all these things. This is also going to link in with pelvic floor as well, okay, but maybe another story for another time. So you might be thinking, oh, there's a guy with a hoodie on, sat in his garage converted office room, which is covered in crap, really, okay? You can't see most of it because I've picked a camera angle where you can't see most of this crap. But there is knowledge out there, okay? A lot of this you can just simply find on YouTube. You can find a lot of this simply on YouTube. If you follow the right people, it's there, okay? Perry Nicholson, already mentioned him. Stop Chasing Pain, that's the name you are looking for. Eric, something or other, Z Health Performance, okay? Really important. Who else is there in terms of this kind of stuff? Those are the two big ones that jump out of my mind. They're the people who I've looked at. And there's also AMN Academy. AMN Academy is an amazing form of treatment, mostly aimed at personal trainers, physiotherapists, etc., etc. People who want people to be healthy. And AMN Academy uses muscle testing like kinesiology in a similar way to look at these things and find out basically what's really going on with this body, okay? What's the nervous system telling us, okay? Because the nervous system knows all. The nervous system knows everything. We can look at people and we can test muscle tests like a physio or like a chiropractor, like an osteopath. We can do all those things, but it doesn't really tell us. It tells us a good few things, but it doesn't necessarily tell us what the nervous system is really thinking and what the nervous system is really doing. Muscle testing allows us to do that, and AMN Academy has a fantastic education platform which will teach you basically all of the stuff and way, way more, and in much greater detail than I have gone into today. So please go there to learn it. This is not stuff I am going out of my way to teach therapists, okay? It's a very quick overview for a member of the public to go, right, I've got a few tips and tricks here to improve my vision, which in turn will improve my posture, which in turn will improve my mood, which in turn will improve how my gut function works. That's what we're looking for, okay? I'm just giving you, okay, some simple instructions, okay? Follow your thumb, use a finger, use a pen, whatever, okay? Use a target, follow people as they go along. There's people walking past in the street, I can follow them, keep my head still and go, follow them as they walk past, okay? Simple target, target watching, okay? So you're just watching a moving thing, okay? Watch a bird in the sky, okay? In a big thing, okay? So what else can we do in terms of vision? Okay, let's rewind and come back to that. We've gone on a bit of a merry journey here. What else can I do? Okay, so I'm going to stick my thumb out in the center of my, right in front of my nose. I'm going to turn my head. Okay, so instead of moving the target, I'm moving my head. Okay, I'm going to get much more play out of my neck here. So I'm training the muscles of my neck. I can go up and down. Okay, missed my thumb there. I can go in diagonal lines. Okay, and go that way. Oh, that one's sticky. Okay, I need to work on that one a little bit. Something going on in this viewing angle. Okay, and I might also go around in circles. And again, I might want to play with that and go, right, okay, I'm just going to bring that in slightly. Okay, and if I want to take it a little bit further away, I'll get a more distant target. Okay, not too much, not too far. Okay, this is maybe 8 foot away. I'm just going to do that, okay, a bit more general. So there are so many things. I've covered most bases there with eyes. We're looking at convergence, we're looking at left and right, up and down, round and round, okay? And that's basically near and far, okay? That's basically what your eyes are going to be doing, okay? And we can train those muscles. They are muscles, just like your bicep, they can be trained, okay? And one of the reasons, okay, perhaps one of the big reasons, why we have so many people wearing glasses, contact lenses, different eye conditions, is because we don't train our eyes. We're programmed to look at our screens, do this, okay, and look at our screens, okay, eyes fixed in one position for a long period of time. And I don't know what I've just done there on my laptop, but I've done something, and that's just basically useless for our eyes. Absolutely useless for our eyes. So if we don't train our eyes to do these things, you lose that function, okay? So this is why windows are so important in offices, okay? It's why people get sick in buildings where they are inside all day, okay? Inside all day with just walls all around them, okay? It's depressing, and it's depressing for that reason. It's not triggering our eyes to do anything, okay? It's just like, okay? It's one of the reasons I don't want to work in an office. I want to be able to get up and move around. I want to be able to go out for a walk every now and again. I want to do all these things. So I've chosen my life to live this way for many reasons. Many reasons. But one of them is because I've got the option of getting up whenever the hell I like. I can go into my garden, I can go out for a walk, and I can spend 5-10 minutes out there and just look at clouds or look at the birds flying by or listen to the wind or whatever it might be. I don't do it often enough, but I could. So your eyes are so important. So I know practically nobody has watched this here live on TikTok, and I've got online session meditation up there. So if you've got this far in this video and you're watching this back on, say, YouTube or whatever, thank you. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. This is not the typical topic that I would talk about nowadays, but it is the typical topic I would have talked about 4 or 5 years ago. And there are many people out there who are willing to help you for free on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, to teach you this stuff. I can do it. I've got stuff recorded from the past. It's there. It's in a file. It's for my membership community, and if they want to learn it and if they want to look at it, it's there. Hey, now it is also here in a very haphazard, unstructured format. But I've enjoyed making it, and that's the main thing, really. And I'm going to enjoy sharing it too. And if 5 people watch it, then so be it. It's only 5 people, but it's been helpful to those 5 people. So thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Look, if you want to change your vision, it's going to take weeks, okay? maybe months, okay? And depending on how bad your eye condition is, it might take even longer. But I promise you, if you can commit to this, doing it regularly, every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes would be amazing. If you could do that every day for 5, 10, 15 minutes, you're doing yourself the world of favours. And if you can't do the exercises specifically, get outside, okay? And when you're outside going for a walk, don't be looking at your damn phone. Okay, look at the trees, look at the cars moving by, look at the people, look at the birds, look at all the other stuff that is in the world and not this fucking thing that is you're holding in your hand. Okay, you need to be able to get the information, okay, but then you need to also do the information. So do the information. Okay, this is a practical thing, not a, oh, that was very nice to listen to. Thank you very much, Pete. That was super, super interesting. Okay. You got to do it. You got to do it. So what have we got? Near, far. We can keep head still. We can do crossing eyes. We can go left and right. Okay, we can do one eye more than the other if we know we have a problem. We've got left and right, up and down, diagonal lines, circular patterns. We can use the head. Okay, brief summary. Okay, up, down, left, right, diagonal lines. Okay, round and round. Okay, we can do all these things. Okay, and that's going to improve your posture. It's going to improve your vision. Okay, so if you wear glasses, you might be able to do away with glasses. It's going to improve your mood, your serotonin levels. It's going to improve, which in turn improves your gut function, which in turn improves brain function. Okay, so that's really what we want here, isn't it? Improved brain function, improved frontal cortex accessibility, improved access to spiritual dimensions and stuff. Anyway, or maybe that's just me. So use your eyes. It's so important. I've waffled on long enough. So thank you very much for joining. I'm going to say see you later, and I appreciate your time and effort in doing all this. Thank you. Goodbye.